Hey Edward, it's Miss Myers, your favorite science teacher of all time. I wanted to go ahead and start a video channel with you if I could, and what I'm going to do is go over our plan for the week, walking you through what you're required to do and then how and what you need to sort of return to me. You can see behind me, I'm sending big hugs to you and your family, and keep fighting the good fight, kiddo. So every week you'll want to go to my website. So I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly what everyone is going to be required to do for this week's lessons. And my goal will be to get you a video over the weekend leading up to that next week. And I just want to go through specifically what you're required to do, and then you'll have access to the video that you can go back and make sure you've covered everything and you hear what I say as far as what I need you to turn in. So you'll need to go to the Durant homepage, click on academics, and then go to grade 8. And once you do that, obviously you are 8th grade track 3, and then you'll click on science. And it will take you to my science webpage. So it'll look like this. Each week I post a link for the lessons for that week. So you simply have to go and click on that. And what I've decided to do is sort of highlight in bold what you're required to do. So it will take you, hopefully the internet works. So it's going to take you actually to my plan book, sort of step by step what we're going to do for that day, and then it lays it out for the whole week for you. Now obviously this took us to the wrong day, so you can always click the arrow to the right and it'll take you to that week. Okay, so here is the plan for the week. All right, everything we're going to do. It tells you the standards we're going to cover if you want to take a look at that. It tells you objectives, what you should be able to do by the end of that lesson. And then it's procedures, step by step. Here's what we're going to do. And the nice thing as well is down here at the bottom, I always attach the documents that we're going to use that day in class. Now, I don't know if you have access to a printer, so there are some things that you can choose to do in whatever format works best for you, but I'll go over all of that with you. Okay, so first thing you need to know is any of the procedures, that's really where you need to focus what you're required to do. Any of the procedures that are in bold text, that's what I need you to do. So like here for procedure 1 and 2, glaze over it, skip over it for now. We'll get you in that rhythm and routine when you come back to me in October. Okay, so it says students will take video notes for water quality. You can even ignore that it says page 32. That's not something we're going to get your notebook set up as if you were starting the first day of school when you come back. So don't panic about page numbers. Okay, you click the little video link right there. And in the video, I tell you how I want you to take the notes. So if you're keeping things in one spot, it's just a sheet of paper drawing stuff out. If you'd prefer to type those notes, you are more than welcome to type. If you just want to print screenshots of those notes so you have them, that's great. I do need you, however, if you're going to do screenshots, that's fine. I do need you to listen to the videos though, so make sure you're actually listening, because I say a lot in the videos that maybe isn't on paper. So I just want to make sure you do that. Okay. You do have a homework assignment here, so once you take the notes, you're going to do this little check-in. So you just simply click the link right there and you're going to do a check-in using the notes, just making sure you understand the vocabulary. Okay, so that's for Monday. On Tuesday, you're not going over step 1. We are going to be doing some lab work. It's going to be mostly reading articles, creating graphs, analyzing some stuff. There is one hands-on part. I don't know in the hospital if they have access to pH papers, but if you could just test the pH of some different substances, that'd be great. If not, I'm not worried about it. Don't panic. You'll notice here we're doing some lab work. We're going to do Station 1, Part 1. We're going to do Station 2, Station 4, and Station 5. We're not doing anything with Station 3. But what I've done is I've actually put the lab manual that I'm using on here for you, so you can go through and see exactly what it is they're doing. And then students are filling out these handouts right here as they go. Like I said, if you don't have access to a printer, don't panic. You could simply type some answers like, okay, lab 1, station 1, here are the questions that I had to answer or do for that. This isn't anything that you're turning into me. It is basically you getting sort of a playbook of vocabulary and what it looks like and sounds like and how it's used in the real world in order to do an activity over the next couple of days. So if you could make sure that you go through these stations, and if you need to take a little extra time, feel free. You could possibly take 2 days, or even if you're feeling up to it and you get through Monday stuff and you feel like starting Tuesdays on Monday, feel free. Work at a pace that's comfortable for you. Homework down here, we're doing a fish kill mystery, and that is going to be due by the end of the period Thursday. And over here on Wednesday, students are actually going to start analyzing some data. And here's my plan for that, and I'm hoping it's going to work. We have a couple options. I'm going to ask Sam Schrader if he will actually partner up with you, and then during science class on Thursday, you two video chat with each other. We have a couple options. He can FaceTime you if that works, or we can do something called Google Meet, which is something we can try, but I want you two to be able to collaborate. So what I need you to do on Wednesday is read the background information, analyze the data, taking some notes. All right, what is it that you see that caused this fish kill? And when you click on the background information, it tells you exactly what you're being asked to do as a final product. Okay, you're basically writing a letter to the North Carolina Water Quality Department explaining what you think caused this fish kill in North Carolina, and then what are some steps that you would take to ensure that it doesn't happen again. All right, and so you read the background information, and then there's data. You're analyzing maps, graphs. Note-taking is really student choice. Every student is deciding what notes they want to take, what it looks like. It could be a concept map. It just could be bullet points. It's really personal preference on that. I'm not collecting your notes. All right, that's not something I'm collecting. And then what I want you and Sam to do on Thursday is you two video chat, collaborate, coming up with how are you going to present your findings to the North Carolina Water Quality Department. It could be a letter. It could be a PowerPoint slide. It could be a video conference that you two sort of create together. It does not matter to me. It would really be up to you and Sam. But I'm going to chat with Sam and make sure that's okay if you guys could work together. Now, in order for you to video chat, my class for you goes from like 8:15 to around 9:10. So if you'd be available to chat with Sam between like 8:20 till about 9:05, that would be awesome. And again, I'll let you guys communicate that, or I can certainly email or text your mom and set that up. So you guys will work on that on Thursday and then submit it to me. And again, the format of that final product is totally up to you guys. And then on Friday, you're going to be doing some notes. All right, so there's some files below where the notes are. So first of all, there's a little reading section there with notes. You can see it pop up on the screen. There's notes for nitrates, and then there's fill in the blank. If you want to choose to do fill in the blank, if you can print them out, that's fine. And again, for the note-taking portion, if you want to print, I'm totally okay with you printing these notes because I'm not talking on those slides. It's literally just what you see on paper. So if you just want to print those and those become your notes, I would highly recommend you do that. Or you can even open up those files and save them to your Google Drive. That way you have them. You can actually do that with any of these documents so you have access to them. And then there's a little handout that you're going to do using the notes, determining what is a point source and a non-point source using what you learned in those two sets of notes. So I hope this is going to help us understand what you have to do for science. We're not going to have to do it long because you're going to be sitting back in my room before you know it. But if you have any questions, please have your mom text or email me, and keep fighting the good fight, and we miss you here at Durant.